there's this new camera in the photography world. It's called Canon 200D. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone is comparing it. Everyone is confused whether they should buy it or not. Everyone wants to know whether they should buy that or 750D or 800D. Today, we are going to unbox that little beast and see what the fuss is all about. Namaskaram everyone, welcome to yantras.com. This right here is Shubham Rajput and let's get into it, shall we? Let me tell you what this video is going to be about and what this video is not going to be about. This video is definitely not going to be about what this camera has. What are its capabilities? What are its features? What are its technical specifications? Because let's understand this. All of you know what its specifications are. That's why you're into the market to buy that. This video is going to be an unboxing video first, and this video is going to be a video that will help you make a purchase decision as to whether you would like to buy this camera or buy some other camera. It will not be a biased thing, okay, I have 200D, you should buy 200D. No. Let's look into the various details and aspects that goes into making all these kinds of videos and goes into the aspect of what your needs are, because on the basis of that you select a product, let alone be a camera. So this video is not going to be about reading out the technical specifications. It's not going to be about just letting you know what this camera has. No. This video is going to be unboxing, and second, this video is going to help you make a purchase decision whether you should go with 200D or you should not. So let's get into the unboxing. So let me pick up my camera. Where's my camera? Where's my camera? Just brand new package from Paytm. Yes, I chose Paytm to buy this camera because I got a sweet deal in which I got a cashback of 7,000 rupees plus 5% cashback if I used the debit card of ICICI Bank. So I took both those deals and I bought this baby right here. Can you believe it? For how much I bought it? Get this. I bought this for 34,000 rupees, and as I can sense right now, it has come with a bag and it definitely has a memory card. I'm not so sure whether there will be memory card or not, but it definitely has its kit lens, 18 to 55 meters. Yeah, 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens. And how about we look into it? What things have we got? So, you ready? Let me place the camera insert in a situation so that you can, There was someone looking at me very weirdly from the window outside, so I decided to just, wait. Okay, so we are ready to unbox this puppy, and before we do that, let me apologize to you about two things: the video and the audio. Right now, I'm shooting with what phone was that? Moto G something? Yeah. I'm right now. I'm shooting with Moto G. This is a phone from from when my grandma used to be alive. So I'm using this, and the audio, video, I don't know how this video will come out. Anyway, the audio will be shitty, but this is going to be the first and the last video that I'm going to shoot with this camera. After this particular video, after unboxing this, obviously I'm going to shoot all my videos with the help of this bad boy. So yeah, so let's begin the unboxing. Let me just, where's my unboxing knife? So I'm going to unbox this thing with this. Oh my god, it's dirty. Just a second. Okay. Am I still recording? Yeah. So this is more clean than I thought it was, but I think it's better. I think it's better. By the way, this knife can cut shit. It can't cut vegetables or whatever. So I'll be using this for unboxing. bag seems cool. It's sturdy, I think. Cool. I'll unwrap the poly bag right here in a moment. But first, let's get into the good stuff. I cannot tell you how happy this makes me. Makes me wanna cry. I'm not going to cry. I know you would like to see me cry, but I won't cry. So let's unbox this. This comes in a nice protective cover. And by the way, it definitely comes with a 16 GB memory card. I can already feel how compact this camera is. And here we go. It comes with this instruction manual, which we won't be needing it anytime soon. The warranty cards, we are definitely going to need that. Lexer Platinum 16 GB 300X 45 MB per second memory card. Battery, this I'm guessing is a cable for the charging port that we are going to unbox right now. The lens, this right here is EFS 18 to 55 mm kit lens. It definitely comes with this stepper motor mechanism, so autofocus on this thing is definitely going to be great. Charger, the Canon camera strap, and now the most awaited. Look at this. Just look at this. I cannot believe how small and how beautiful this is, and at the same time it seems very sturdy. The grip is awesome. Look at the size of this thing. Let me just adjust the camera so that you can see it even more clearly. So guys, these are all the things that come with the package. I have kept them all in front of you for you to see it very clearly. We have the kit lens, we have of course the camera, the bag, charging port, cable for charging port, memory card, battery, and the Canon strap and the warranty cards and the manual. Now let's come to the more important thing about this, as to why I made the choice of going with this camera rather than with 800D or the equivalent 750D. Well, let's understand this from the very basics. So there is this confusion that is going on out there, whether they should buy a 200D, whether they should buy 700D, whether they should buy 750D, or whether they should buy 800D. In this video, I am going to help you make a decision. The thing about making decisions when it comes to all these kinds of devices and things are, people try to make decisions by comparing. I don't know why people do that. You can never make an appropriate decision on the basis of comparison only. The best way I have found to make a decision when it comes to all these gadgets is, what is your need? Whenever you go into the brainstorming session of selecting a device on the basis of need, you will always come with the right decision. Sorry to say, not the right decision, with the appropriate decision. That is why this video is not a video in which I am going to compare the specs of this with another thing. Why this video is important for you is, here I'll help you make the purchase decision as to whether you should buy this camera or some other camera. Having said that, let's come to whether you should buy this or 750D. See, there are just two things that are better in 750D when compared with 200D. Those two things are, first, more autofocus points, and second is a wider flash coverage. I never ask people to shoot photos with inbuilt flash that comes with the cameras. For if you want to shoot photos with flash, I think you should buy a separate flash for this. However, that is not an issue for many people. That's not an issue for me. That should not be an issue for you. So wider flash coverage, having more wider flash coverage is okay, but not absolutely essential. Let's come to the autofocus points. See, this is where people get too much confused. And the solution to this confusion is also what I said earlier, need. See, if you are into videography, this little beast shoots 1080 pixel videos at 60 frames per second. What this means is you will have better video quality, and you will also have that slow motion capabilities that you see all around. So when it comes to video, go with 200D. Don't think about 750D. This is the thing that you should go with. But if your concern is of photography as well, but shooting videos is higher, and then comes photography, this is the thing to go with. Even if your concern is just photography, I will not suggest you to go with 750D. I think for that you must look into the Nikon options, because when it comes to photography, Nikon offers much more crispy photos. I won't say it's better than Canon, it's just that that's a different variety, that's a different thing that people like. Good thing about Canon cameras is this, photographs that these takes are very natural looking. So if you are coming to the market for strictly photography, I think you should look into the Nikon options as well. When it comes to video, this is the thing that you should buy. 200D, 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 you should just insert that into your mind, man. Now, there's also an issue of the autofocus points. See, let's make this very clear. Is having more autofocus points in a camera a good thing, a better thing? Yes, having more autofocus points is definitely better. Is having more autofocus points absolutely necessary? No, definitely no. I have seen some really good photographers who only use one autofocus points for all kinds of photography that they do. Having more autofocus points will definitely help you in sports photography, in wildlife photography, and all these kinds of things, but they are not absolutely essential. When it comes to videos, you are anyway going to use the fully articulated LCD screen, so that won't be an issue when it comes to shooting videos. Photography also, it's not absolutely essential. If you have it, it's good. The point is this: if Canon tried to insert more autofocus points on this little thing would not remain little anymore. This little thing would get huge, because the whole mechanism of inserting more autofocus points, that whole mechanism is large by itself. So this camera had to become big. So if more autofocus points were inserted into this, the compactness of this system would go. So in that regard, I think it is a good thing that they didn't give too many autofocus points. I hope I made my point clear. Videography, don't think of 750D, go with 200D. Photography, I would suggest you to look into the Nikon option. Now let's come on to the comparison between 800D and 200D. See, let's not kid ourselves, okay? 800D is definitely a better camera than this. When it comes to size, it's larger than this, but I prefer the compact size, so I would go with this. But it's larger than this, it has more extra capabilities than this. Again, I will not go into the capabilities about the technical specifications, because this is not that video. Maybe I'll make a video of comparing technical specifications later. So 800D is definitely a better camera than this, but what you must understand is, this thing is basically a smaller version of 800D. All the things that you will find in this are there in 800D, and there are a little bit more capabilities that are being included in the 800D, including more number of autofocus points. However, those extra capabilities which are there but not too much greater than what we already have here, for those extra capabilities you pay $200 more. Now, the point is just this: if you want those capabilities in your camera and you have the money for this, you go and buy that. But here's my word: those extra $200 that you are investing in having just little amount of capabilities, those $200, I think the wise decision would be to invest those $200 into a very decent lenses, like 50mm nifty-50 or 10 to 18mm lens if you want a wide field of view. What I would suggest is, if you are into the market for budget-friendly cameras, instead of spending those $200 in that camera which has more capabilities than this but not too much, I think you should invest those dollars in having other things that support the camera, like lenses, lighting, sound system, and all these kinds of. So I will not say you pick this or that. No, you see what your need is. If your need is strictly videography, don't think about anything else. This is the beast to go with. Dual pixel autofocus, APS-C 24.2 megapixel sensor, 1080 pixel recording at 60 frames per second. All these capabilities you get in a high-end camera like an 80D. You are getting all the video recording capabilities of an 80D in this small camera. So when it comes to video, buy this. Don't buy anything else. Man, don't buy anything else. When it comes to photography, if your need is strictly photography, I would suggest you look into the Nikon side. I guess this concludes my video, but however, again, if you came here with the expectation of this being a video in which I just compare the technical specification, I'm sorry, but I don't consider that as the sole method of helping you actually come to a solution whether which product you should buy. What I have found useful is when you are into the market for buying something, or if you have to make a decision regarding buying any product, the best way to go out is asking two questions: what is appropriate and what is needed. My verdict, it's very simple. If you have the money lying around in the house, definitely go with the 800D, because when it comes to just ranking, 800D outclasses everything in these settings. However, if you don't have that kind of money and you are into the market with a very decent budget, forget 750D, buy this thing. And if you have some extra cash, invest it in a very good lens and other accessories that you will be using to make videos or whatever. So with this, we are at the conclusion of this video. And let me tell you this once again, the whole sense behind making this video was not to stuff more information in you by comparing the specifications between these three cameras. I hope I helped you make a decision as to which camera you should buy. I hope I was successful in that, and I hope that you learned something out of this and this helped you make a decision. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Appreciate it, really appreciate it. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you really liked it, consider subscribing so that I can bring awesome stuff like this one right onto your screens. Namaskar. Ciao for now. So this concludes our discussion on whether this concludes our discussion on on buying this particular on this base. So that concludes our decision. Thank you. That was some really stupid shit.